Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar today at the American Guild of Court Videographers. My name is Jason Wheatholter. For the next 30 minutes or so, we're going to be talking about how to get the most out of your AGCV membership. So as we get into this, I want to give you a quick overview of some of the things that we're going to be talking about. First, we're going to look at the site overview, the new site that we have, and give you a quick tour of it. I'm going to show you how to log into your account and change your password. It's fairly self-explanatory, but I just want to go through it so everybody can see it for themselves. We're going to talk about how to update your member profile and then also how to upgrade and renew your membership. Before we dive right into all of that, though, just so everyone knows, there are a couple of support options if anybody needs help getting access to the site. Needs help with anything AGCV related, you can always call us. Our phone number is 1-800-678-1990. You can also email help@agcv.com or support@agcv.com. That goes into our ticket system, and we track all of those support requests, and our team tries to respond those as quickly as we can and give you the answer that you need. You can also access that support portal at help.agcv.com. So those are a couple of support options for you as we go through the rest of our time here. And if you need any help beyond this webinar, you can always ask for it in any of those three ways. Our team is here and ready to respond. So let's jump right in and talk a little bit about the new site. This is the new agcv.com. If you've been looking at it over the last couple of days, you probably had a chance to kind of look around, but I want to give you a quick little tour. The homepage, nothing too stand out here. You can see some of the recent news and upcoming events that we have going on. If you have people that aren't members that would like to join, they can always join from here. But the couple of areas that I want to show you from a member's perspective are the news, the events, the resources, and the directory pages. And right now I'm not logged in as a member. I'm just looking at this site as if I were a member of the public, somebody that wasn't actually logged in. So I can click on the news tab and we can look at AGCV news. And this is where you're going to see news about the AGCV and maybe announcements about events. It could be announcements about upcoming articles or webinars, maybe announcements about new products, new offerings. You'll see AGCV news here on the news tab. So make sure to check on that, check in on that a lot. The next tab is the events tab. Under the events tab, you're going to find all the events that we have going on here at the AGCV and also be able to register for those events. And as we get into the actual member side, you'll notice that there are actually member discounts. So make sure that when you come to this page, you can look around as much as you want, but when you want to register, make sure you log in because there are going to be a lot of events that are free and specific to members, but there are also going to be a lot of events that are available to the public, but that are discounted for members. The resources tab, right now there's not much that you're going to see in this tab, but this will grow out. So there will be more options under here once we actually log in. But the resources tab is just a quick way if you want to look in one spot to get a bunch of information about the AGCV. This is a quick page that you can get a lot of information and get links to a lot of information. Our training portal, where we actually do the CEVS, CDVS, and CTTS training, is actually on a completely different site. And it runs all of our video, all of our testing, everything very efficiently from a separate site. So you can access that by clicking on the AGCV training portal link here. There's also a link to a members only page, which we'll look at in a minute. There's the directory and then the help desk. And what you'll also notice is at the bottom of virtually every page, you're also going to find links to our help desk here. So if for some reason you need some information and you're on a page that doesn't have access or a link up at the top, you can almost always look at the footer, click here, and go straight to help.agcv.com. Last page I want to look at is the directory. This is the members directory. So if you're a member of the AGCV, you will be listed here, and everybody's listed by state and also by the certification that they hold. So if I wanted to search for myself, for example, I can click on this search box and start to type in my name, and it will filter down to find my name and find my profile. And you'll notice that I have a photo, my name is here, and then also the contact information for my company. If I click on this, I'll actually get more information. So I can see the membership level that I hold, my contact information, as well as my address, certifications, and then because I am a organization member and not just an individual member, all the members of my team are also listed down here. So anybody that's searching for me that might want to find somebody that works with me, they can quickly find anybody on my team. And this is a feature of our organizational membership level that we'll talk about in just a little bit. So that's a quick little overview. I'm going to jump back to the home page real quick. You can log in from any page on the AGCV website by clicking on this little login button up here. And this will drop down a little modal that allows you to actually log in. And from here, if you've forgotten your password, you can really quickly click on Forgot Password. And this will take you to a Forgot Password page where you can enter your email, the code you see below, and hit Submit. And that will send you an email directly so that you can reset your password. So if I'm going to log in, I can just click log in, and then I'm going to type in member@agcv.com and my password. And if I click remember me, what that will do, much like any other site on the internet, is it will remember your login information. So when you come back, it will log you back in automatically. Just be aware that you probably want to do that on a private computer and not a public computer, like a computer on a law firm, maybe at a library or in a bank somewhere. You would want to only click this on your personal computer that you have access to, and that only you have access to. Otherwise, somebody else can log into your account and see all your information. So I'm going to go ahead and hit login. When I log in, you're not going to notice much difference other than now my member name is listed up here. So if I had logged in under my personal account, it would say Jason Wheatholter up here in the top right corner. So not much looks different, but there's actually a lot of things that have changed just by virtue of the fact that you've logged in. For one, like I said, if you go to events, you'll be able to see that certain events, such as this one, if I were to register for this event, it would actually take me directly to the page, fill out my registration information. I could hit next and it would attach that directly to my profile. I wouldn't have to sign in. I wouldn't have to do anything special. It would take care of all of that. Additionally, if this were a pay for event, you would see members only discounts here. So instead of saying if it's $100, maybe we have a discount of 50% for members, it would be $50. Those event discounts you will see as we move on with this website. I'm going to go ahead and cancel so I don't register for this event since I'm already here. Here's probably the biggest change you're going to see. If you remember, we hovered over some of these tabs and not many had any drop downs, and specifically the resources page had no sub menu items, but now it does because I'm logged in and because I'm an AGCV member, because I'm a CDVS, and because I'm a CTTS, I now have access to this members only information. And there's not a ton of information in here right now, but it will continue to be the go-to resource for members as we continue to grow and build out this information. So this is the AGCV members only page. And you'll notice that it's got a couple of logos here, one for print and one for the web, so that you can quickly and easily add the AGCV logo to your business cards, your letterhead, maybe your social media profiles. What you'll also see are discounts and special offers that will start to show up and get populated here on this right-hand side. And you'll see other resources as we move along that are specific to AGCV members. They might be, special offers or discounts that we've gotten from vendors. It could be other resources or how-to guides, articles, forms, you name it, that would be available to AGCV members only. Let me show you the CDVS members page. If we click here on CDVS members, there are now CDVS badges. So instead of just the AGCV logo on your business card or your website, you can now actually have the CDVS badge for print or for the web. And there are instructions here on how to download those and use those. You can use these CDVS badges and anything on this page as long as you're an active CDVS member. If you're not, we ask that you not use those. But as long as you are a CDVS, you are free to use those in your marketing materials. We just ask that if you're going to use it on the web, go ahead and link back to either agcv.com or your member profile. That way, if somebody is clicking and looking for more information about you or what the AGCV is, it's very simple for them to click on that and get right back to our website or to your profile so they can see that you're an active member, where you're located, what your certifications are. You'll also notice that there are CDVS forms over here on the right-hand side. All of these are downloadable PDFs. You can download any of these and have them in your kit or in your business files. If you go to the CTTS members, it's very similar. If you're a CTTS member, you have access to the CTTS badges, and you'll also have access to certain CTTS forms that will make your life a little bit easier. But this is just an overview of some of the things that you'll have access to if you are a logged in member. So make sure to check back for those resources. They'll be updated. We will do our best to let everybody know when there's an update, but sometimes things will just pop up there or get added to it. And we might do a kind of a batch update later on, a batch email out to everybody. So make sure to check back in, look here for any information that you need with regard to your membership or your account or your certification, and we'll have more information as we move along. But let's jump in now to our actual member profile. So the easiest way to do that is up here where we clicked to log in earlier. We can click on that again, and we have a couple of options right away. We can view our profile, which is where we're going to go next. You can also change your password from here very quickly and easily, or you can log out of your account. Maybe you're on a public computer and you want to log out right away. You can click that button and log back out. If you need to change your password, you can click this link and it's going to take you to a change password dialog box. You can enter your current password and then your new password and then confirm that password, hit save, and now your password has been updated and has changed. And just one note about your password, we don't have access to your password or your credit card information. So if you need your password to be reset, if you've forgotten your password for some reason, we can reset your password. We can send you a new password, but we can't look at, and no member of the AGCV team is ever going to ask for your password to log into your account. We can manage what we need to from the back end. We'll never ask for your information, and we don't have access to that information. It's saved and encrypted here on the site. So if you need a new password, we can reset it. You can reset it yourself, but we cannot see it, and we won't be able to access. We won't ask for your password to access your account. So I'm going to click back up here and go to View Profile. And this is my AGCV profile here on the site. It has a few tabs and buttons up here at the top that we'll talk about in a minute. But this is where the majority of your interaction with the site will happen. You can look at your membership details, see what your membership level is, see what your status is, see when you were a member from or member since. You can see when your next renewal is due. There's a user ID, and that's just for our information. Typically, we won't need that. We can look up your information by your name, but sometimes that user ID will come in handy. There's also a profile photo that you can upload, like you saw on my Jason Wheatholter listing on the directory. You can change your name, email, phone, website. One note, this email address is the email address that you log into the site with. So if we get to the point where we're going to change that, or you want to change what email address you get emails at, that's the email address you're going to change, but that is your login email. The address section, this is really important. This is what basically controls your directory listing. So a combination of these member details and the address are what shows up and what allows you to be searched for and found on the member directory. Your certifications are listed down at the bottom below the address section. If for some reason those don't look correct, let us know, send us an email. But your certifications are set up already on your site or on your membership profile on our site. You can also connect your Facebook or Google Plus accounts if you want to, so you can log in via a social network. If you've got a bunch of sites you're connected to via Facebook and you just want to use your Facebook account, you can do that down here. Let me scroll back up to the top. So quickly, I'm going to jump over to the My Directory profile. And this is essentially what your directory listing is going to look like if somebody were to click on your name. This is what they would see. So you can kind of get a preview for what it is that other people, what the public would see in your profile if they were to search for you on the directory and then click on your name. So right now you can see that I don't have a city or state or address listed, which is a problem because nobody's going to be able to find me by my city or state. I don't really have, a phone number or a profile photo, so it's not the most appealing membership profile. But this is a good way for us to look at it and see those problems and want to go back and fix them. So I can click back. This will take me back to my profile. The next thing I want to look at is this privacy tab. This privacy link or tab allows you to change what details that you're going to show to either members or the public. So you may not want to show all of your contact information. Maybe you'll want to show your exact address. You can take care of that here, and we'll look at that in a minute. Email subscriptions. This is where you can change what emails you're subscribed to, event announcements, manual email blasts, and forum subscriptions. You don't need to worry about the forum subscriptions right now. We may introduce forums later in the future, but this is where you would change that setting if you need to. Then you can also look at invoices and payments. If you had renewals or you want to see when the last time you paid, or if you have an open invoice, an outstanding invoice, this is where you can find that information. So I'm going to jump back to profile real quick, and I'm going to hit edit profile. And this is where we get control over all those settings we just looked at. So right here from the edit profile link, I can now change my profile settings, my privacy settings, and my email subscriptions. So here down below, you can see the user ID. It's automatically generated, can't be changed. Don't worry about it. If you want to upload a profile photo, you can choose that file right here and upload that file. I could change my first name and last name, my email address. Again, remember this email address is one that you actually log in with. So if you change this, just be aware of that. And it's also where you get all of your emails for your AGCV account. Down here below in the address section, I have nothing set up for this. So let's go ahead and set up Tulsa, Oklahoma, because that's where I am. And this will actually allow me to be found on the directory. If I just save that information right there, that's enough that I can then be found on the AGCV member directory. Go back and edit profile. So I have this information here. And let's say I had an address that I wanted to add, but maybe I didn't want to show that to the world. I just wanted people to be able to find me via the city and state. So I can fill out this information. I can go over to the privacy link. In this privacy section allows me to change all the information about my public profile that people can actually see about me on the directory. So maybe I only want members to be able to see my address. So if I come down here to address, right now I'm on anybody. So anybody means anyone, anybody that's not logged into the site, i.e. the public, anybody can see this information on your public directory listing. But if I want to change this so that just members could see it, just people that are actually logged into the site, I can change real quickly address 1 and 2 so that now members are the only people that are going to be seeing my actual physical street address. Or if I didn't want anybody to have access to my address, maybe I didn't want them to have access to my suite number. Maybe I want members to know my street address, but not my suite number for whatever reason. I can change this so that now anybody can see my city, state, and zip. Only members can see my physical street address, and nobody can see my actual unit number or the actual number for my office. And you can change this for any one of the different things that are listed in your membership profile. There are a couple of special features here to let you know about. One is the send message form. There's actually a link within your member details profile that members of the public can click on it and actually send you a message directly from the AGCV website. Maybe you don't want that to happen. Maybe you want them to only email you directly. So you can turn off this send message form so that nobody can see it. But this is a kind of cool feature that's a little bit different and it's outside your normal profile. The send message form is specific to when people click on your directory listing, they then have the option to click again, say send message, and send a message directly to you through the AGCV website. There's also this checkbox up here that says show profile to others. If this is checked, that means that all these settings right here, as far as anybody is concerned and members are concerned, it means that that all is going to apply. If I uncheck this though, what it's going to do is then not show my profile. Even though this says show to anybody, it's going to not show my profile. So think of this show profile to others as kind of the master switch for on or off. If it's checked, it will show it to everybody on the directory. If it's unchecked, it will show it to nobody on the directory. The last tab or link is the email subscriptions. So you can subscribe or unsubscribe to these email subscriptions. Personally, I'd highly recommend you stay subscribed. We won't be spamming you with a bunch of useless information, but we will be letting you know about new events. We will be letting you know about new resources. So I'd recommend staying subscribed to these two. But if for some reason you're getting too many emails, or for some reason you like to check in manually, and maybe you're checking in manually every day anyway, you can unsubscribe. But I'd highly recommend staying subscribed to the email announcements, because we'll be sending out a lot of information over the coming weeks and months about new additions to the site, and you're going to want to have access to those right away. Once we have everything set up the way we want to, we can just hit save, and this will apply all those settings that we've changed to our member profile. So I can click back on my profile and I can see that I'm now in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and my address is listed here. All the changes that I made are saved. And if I were to go to the directory, I can actually go to Oklahoma and I can see there is demo member. There is the member we just set up. And if I click on this, here is my member profile. And like I said, because I'm logged in, I'm seeing this address one, because I'm actually a member. But if somebody of the public were looking at the site, they wouldn't see that, but they'd still see my city and state. And like I was referencing, that send message form, here's what clients or potential clients would see. If they clicked on your directory profile, they can actually click send message. And from send message, they can fill out a message subject, an email body. They can say who their reply name is and their reply email address, and they can send you information directly through the AGCV site. I'm going to jump back to my profile now that we've looked at that. And back here in my profile, I want to go over a couple more things real quickly. One is membership levels. So there are now multiple membership levels available to AGCV members. It used to be that you just had one membership level and that was it for your entire existence with the AGCV. Well, now there are actual multiple membership levels. So if you were an individual, you have the individual membership. Nothing has changed about that. It's just what you've been used to, what you've had for years. It's the exact same membership, the exact same benefits, the exact same price. It's all right there. But there's now an organization membership. And if you remember, we saw that on my Jason Wheatholter at Opvion directory listing, where I have an organization membership. And this is really beneficial to those of you that have multiple members on your team, that you have access to more information. And we're going to continue to update that for business owners. But if you wanted to change your membership level so that you could add more members of your team to the AGCV and actually add them as members so that they have access to resources, members only resources, you can do that. And you just do that by hitting change membership level. And then it gives you the option, and right now the only option is to upgrade to an organizational membership. So if I were to click here, I can click upgrade to organizational membership. I can hit next, and it's going to take me through the process to actually upgrade to the organizational membership. And this gives you a little bit of information, but you can basically have an unlimited number of people on your account. And this renews every year, just like the individual membership. But if you had 10, 15, 20 people on your team and you want them all to be members of the AGCV, you can add them to this organization membership. So that's a new benefit. That's a new offering here, and we're going to continue to build that out. If anybody has any questions about that, send us an email at help@agcv.com or sales@agcv.com, and we will get back to you with more information. And we'd love to sit down and talk to you about it. Like I said, it's a new offering, and we'd love to kind of feel you out and see what it is that you'd find beneficial. We have some things already in the works, but we're always looking for new ideas. So if you have anything, don't hesitate to let us know. Let me go ahead and click cancel because we don't need to upgrade this membership at this point. I want to show you how to go and renew your membership. Now, some of you'll see renewal due on, and it might be a date that is at the end of 2017, and you don't see this renew button here. It'll say you can renew 30 days before February of 2018. And that's the way we've kind of set it up. You don't need to worry about renewing until about 30, 45 days before your renewal is due. The system will automatically send you emails. You can log in at any time and see your renewal date. And about 45 days before your renewal due date, you can actually click on the renew button and renew for another year. Now, if for some reason the renewal date comes and goes, maybe you're out of town on vacation, you just missed it for some reason, that's okay. 30 days after your renewal due date is a grace period. So you don't have to worry about, if you miss it or miss it by a day, or you're just too busy and you don't have a chance to get it done, that's okay. The system will again automatically send you reminders. But if you do get an email and you want to go ahead and renew, you can log in here at any time to your to your profile and click on, if you're within the 45 days or 30 days after your renewal due date, you can click on renew to February 19th, 2018 in my instance. And this is going to tell me I'm renewing. Um, this is the level I'm renewing. This is the period, 1 year that I'm renewing. And it's going to go ahead and set up the automatic renewal for me. And it shows my current status is active. So I am an active member. I can then update anything in my membership profile. So if I want to go ahead and add a phone number to my account, I could do that very easily. Or if I see something that I want to update, maybe I want to go ahead and change my address. Maybe I didn't realize that I'd actually moved since the last time I'd updated. I can change that here. And once you're ready, you can just hit update and next. And this will take you onto the confirmation page. So I can look at this and it's going to say, please review this and confirm it. Um, and it gives you the information. You can review your profile one more time, see if anything, maybe you type something in wrong, you can click back and re-edit it. But once you're ready to pay for your renewal, you just hit pay online. And this is going to take you to a secure form to pay for your renewal. So you fill out the information, hit pay, and it will automatically update your account. It will pay for the invoice, and you'll automatically renew to the next year. Now, I'm not going to do this because I want to show you one of the features of the site that we didn't really look at earlier because we didn't have anything in there. But now that we've done this renewal, we'll actually have an invoice in our account. We can see that under the invoices and payments link. So I'm going to click cancel. This is going to take me back to the site. So now you'll notice that since we clicked renew, we've got a couple of indicators showing up, and you can see under profile, our membership renewal was initiated, but we hadn't paid it yet. So from here, I can click on this link and go to view or pay the invoice. You'll also notice that in the bottom right, there's a balance due and it says membership renewal pending. And you can hide this message if you want to, but that's just a reminder to let you know, hey, your renewal is pending. Maybe your credit card expired and you just forgot to update the information. This is just a couple of visual reminders for you to go ahead and update and pay for your renewal invoice. But this is the tab or link I wanted to show you under invoices and payments. Here I can look at all of my financial details and see, oh, hey, I've got an invoice, an outstanding invoice, and I want to go ahead and pay that. So I can click the link and it's going to take me back through it and show me, hey, you've got this invoice. Are you ready to pay it? Pay online, and off we go back to the same form, the secure form that we saw before. So that's where that invoices and transactions link comes into play. If you want to look at the last time that you renewed or see what you've paid, whether it was for an event or something else, you can see all those transactions here. And you'll be able to see on your profile, all throughout your profile, that you have an invoice due. And don't worry, this doesn't show up to the public. Nobody in the public is going to see this. This is just for you, but this is going to show up for you so that you remember to go ahead and update and renew your dues so that you can continue to have your directory listing and access to everything else. Just a quick note on how that works. Basically, in that 30-day grace period after your renewal due date, you continue to show up on the directory and everywhere else. So as long as your membership is current, you are listed everywhere and you have all the benefits. Once your membership becomes due on your due date, so for example, on February 19th, 2017 for me, once it becomes due, I then have 30 days to actually renew my account. And if I don't do that after 30 days, my membership status changes to lapsed. And what that means is that then I won't have access to all the membership benefits, the members only pages, and I won't be listed on the member directory. So just keep that in mind. So that's the overview of the AGCV website. Hopefully that kind of gives you an idea of how to get the most out of it. The couple of things to really, really keep in mind are that you want to make sure that you update your member profile, because this is where all the information that the public can see about you is found. This is how you get found on the AGCV website. Make sure to send links back to your membership profile because people can check on your status. We'll be adding more details to the AGCV profile as we move along and as we see other things that should be added. You're going to want to make sure that your membership dues are up to date, so that way you continue to get listed and you continue to have access to the members only benefits. As part of that, make sure to take advantage of the discounts on events, and the members only discounts and special offers that we will have moving forward. Make sure you're logged into your profile when you register for an event to make sure you take advantage of all those discounts, or you get access to the free events. And make sure to utilize those members only resources. If you have forms that you need, or you want to add the badges for your certifications to your site or to your business cards, letterhead, or other printed material, make sure to do that. And just a couple things to let you know of before we wrap it up for today. In the next couple weeks, we're going to have a sales and marketing your services webinar. So be on the lookout for that. That will be an event that you will obviously get a discount to as an AGCV member. We may open it up to the public, but just make sure that you're logged in. Make sure your membership is up to date so that you get that information. And the other thing we're going to be doing very soon is a CTTS webinar. So we're going to be talking about trial technology, the business of trial technology, and where it kind of fits into deposition videographers and evidentiary videographers. So make sure to keep an eye on your email for more announcements about those, and also keep an eye on the AGCV website. Thanks everybody for your time today. We're looking forward to any of the changes, to all the changes that we're making, and we'd love to hear about any changes that you see that you might like to see, some features you might like to see. So go ahead and send us an email at help or support@agcv.com. We'll get those emails. We'll take a look at those feature requests. We'll try to implement the things that we can, and we'll kind of put plans together to add some of those features. But we would love to hear from you on that, and we'd love to hear from you if you have any issues. We'd love to fix them for you. So don't hesitate to send us an email or log into the help portal, because the help portal will have a lot of answers for you as we move along, and we'll continue to update that. But we really look forward to this new site and the new benefits for you guys and the new benefits for us in terms of managing it. So please let us know what we can do. Keep an eye out for new updates and new events, and we will see you guys next time